Hi. Nate, say hello.
It's me, Nate.
Nate's here. He's playing. Excuse me, phone. I wasn't talking to you. Nate's okay. Oh my God! So we're starting off with Blasphemy, the crossbow, and Table Tech Blanks.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't love Blasphemy. I don't like it as a starting weapon.
It's fine.
But we have the crossbow. So even if Blasphemy, even if I can't use Blasphemy because I get punched one time, I've been, you know, we still got the crossbow.
Good.
It's not as bad as. Oh fuck! Okay, well I just lost the water bottle because I immediately forgot about Table Tech Blanks and exploded it. Oh, I almost did it again. Holy shit! So destroyed that first room's water barrel and then walked into the next room that was devoid of enemies. There's a table and a water barrel, and I almost just went and flipped the table immediately. Nate's yeah, he's surviving Mars. He's playing the Elon Musk simulator.
Fun.
It is fun. I wish I could be Elon Musk. I was talking to somebody about Elon Musk, and you know, people have a lot of opinions about the guy, but and I know he's got auteurism where he takes credit for the creation of things that many people have created, sometimes directly other people have created. He likes to take credit for it. But I gotta say, regardless of that, the man has been pretty integral in the formation of a lot of things that are pretty world-changing. SpaceX, Solar City, The Boring Company, Tesla, PayPal, and what else has he done? Oh, this new Neuralink program that he's working on. None of these things are like his creation, but he's been like a financial backer for these very, very forward-thinking companies for a super long time, and I respect the guy for it, even if he does act like a fucking child on Twitter. I don't know. It's so weird. I was talking to SSD Ninja on one of these streams, and he was talking about how like he'd rather get any car except for a Tesla because of the not only Elon Musk taking the credit for Tesla's success, his personality kind of getting in the way of the company. And while I understand that, I don't necessarily agree with it. I think basically once you're of a certain amount of importance, you should just not be allowed to be on on Twitter. I almost said on Tesla.
Yeah, Twitter should be more.
It should be like old Facebook used to be. You have to put in a college email address, and then after 4 years it goes away. You're not allowed to stay on Twitter. It needs to be children only, because it's a fucking joke. It shouldn't be something that, you know, like the thing about the Thai kids trapped in the cave, and Elon Musk saying all that stupid shit about the diver that actually caught the kid, or that recovered the kids. Like, the stuff he said was fucking terrible, and he shouldn't have an avenue to even say those things. There shouldn't be like, hey Andron, what's up? I'm guessing you're balls deep in Mario Maker these days. Sorry to talk about your balls all of a sudden, but pretty obvious, right? Man, I am like this close to buying Mario Maker. I've been watching people play it. Oh my god, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Stop giving me the goddamn...
On Twitch?
Me?
Yeah. Watching them on Twitch?
Yeah, on Twitch and YouTube. I got the finished gun, but I just bought Wax Wings from Curseless, so I'm going to have to sell the finished gun or put it in a gun muncher or something. Because that's 7.5%. I guess I can handle 7.5%. Minecraft? You don't like Minecraft? I thought Minecraft was like everybody's favorite thing now. I thought you weren't allowed to dislike Minecraft.
It's like back.
I mean, it's back and bigger than ever.
It was lame and for babies.
Yeah.
But now it's back and everyone likes it.
And it's weird that that happened after Microsoft bought it.
It's weird.
Because usually Microsoft like sucks all the enjoyment out of things. Not to shit on Microsoft, but they don't have much in the way of a cool factor, and they haven't since like the end of the 360. And what I mean by the end of it is,
well, yeah, I mean the reason it's back is because all those babies grew up. They still play the same game.
I think a big part of it, honestly, is PewDiePie has been playing the hell out of it and is really really successful.
I thought about playing it with like those photorealistic
The shaders.
on.
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool. I think I could get into a single player experience playing around with that.
Yeah.
I love the Minecraft world. I would love like a little less sandbox and a little bit more story. I think would suit me well, but you know, that's my own perspective.
Yeah, I just I would need a more structured experience. I tend to like, part of the reason that I haven't bought Mario Maker is exactly that. Like I know that I'm going to love the fucking game. I'm gonna love the shit out of it, and then I'm going to build 3 levels that I feel pretty good about. Maybe build a couple bad ones before that, and then I'm gonna be like done with it, because the open-ended, like if everyone I knew had the game and we were like building a, if you could build a world with someone else, like they make a level, you make a level, something like that, and you could put it into a cohesive, oh my god, that was a gold casing.
Like a Google Doc.
Well, not necessarily a Google Doc, but you could make like, I want to do a world. I want to do like, all right, here's 4 levels. Here's 4 levels of Mario 1 that go from overworld, underworld, water stage
We
stuff.
talked about that when Mario Maker 1 came out.
Yeah, like I want it to be a narrative with like offshoots and things like that. I don't want it to be. Andron's saying you should play modded Minecraft because it has the structure that you're so fiendishly hungry for. And
Cool. I could get into that.
and I mean, modded Minecraft is kind of, it's like Skyrim at this point. You don't play it otherwise. Like,
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Ooh. Yipes, get out of the wall. But yeah, I think there's a good chance that as soon as I kind of cool off on this Final Fantasy XIV expansion, as soon as it, like the thrill of it wears off a little bit, then I'll be ready to get Mario Maker. I remember with the last one, I was way into it. I made 3 stages that I like challenged my friends to play and stuff, and they would play it, and then, you know, if they didn't get it basically on their like first or second try, they would not give me any constructive criticism, just say like it didn't feel fun. So I never got any better at it, and it kind of felt like I was like pressuring people to play it. So that's exactly what happens with like Little Big Planet style games, like games that make games, is I can't share it the way that I want to share it. I can't share the experience the way that I'd like to, and it kind of falls off flat pretty quickly, and I hate that, because I think those games would actually be a lot more fun if you could collaborate on something with somebody with it. I've been watching a lot of people. Grand Pooh Bear, who is just incredible at it. He was at the GDQ, or Summer Games Done Quick, part of the Mario 3 speedrun thing, and he did a lot of the Kaizo levels, or was on the couch for a lot of them. I've been watching his YouTube videos and his Twitch channel. Oh my god, that sucks. For Mario Maker. And it's really fun, and I'm learning a lot of cool, like, more difficult stuff that I could integrate. I think I could integrate some of the ideas in smaller ways that you wouldn't have to do everything absolutely perfectly the entire time, but you could do some of the, you would, you know, take one of the ideas and kind of incorporate it into a challenge and kind of build that skill. I don't know. I think it'd be nice. I really want a structured series of levels. But I also heard it's a little bit harder to control. Like, I wouldn't be able to stream myself making levels because I'm not going to use the fucking controller when it's a stylus game. Like, I wouldn't be able to... If I made one level with it in handheld mode, I then would not be able to make any levels in dock mode. Oh, really? Okay, well that's good to hear. It still feels like a major slowdown. Yeah. Might as well just do this now. Yeah, Grand Pooh Bear is cool. He's got a really, really good attitude. He loves challenges. He loves, like, very, very difficult levels, and you see him, like, get excited about something that he can't figure out and master easily. So, it's like infectious, you know, his appreciation for difficulty in those games. But yeah, I never got to play your RPG Maker thing, Andron. So I really want to see some of your Mario Maker levels. Yeah, like that's a real problem I'm having, like watching him do these Kaizo levels and thinking, maybe I could do that. And I'm like, oh wait, no, this guy... I watched a 30-minute video of him doing this level, but it actually took him 3 hours of losing in the first jump, like, for the first half hour. Whoops, that was dumb.
Basically some real, like, white knuckle, like, sweaty monsters and stuff, they're kind of the same thing.
Yeah. I mostly just get... I was about to say I don't like doing the same thing over and over as I play Gungeon for the 40 millionth time.
My God!
But like, I feel like I would need it to have a better starting point skill-wise, you know? Like, if I felt better than average at Mario. I don't actually think I'm better than average. It's kind of hard to admit that, but I don't think I'm better than average at Mario games. I think I'm just average or maybe even below average. Like, platforming is good, but I never impress myself with my platforming skills. Like, watching someone play Super Meat Boy or something like that, I'm like, yeah, I can't do that.
Meat Boy was a game where I was like, okay, this is gonna be in my dreams because of how much I've been playing it.
Yeah.
Basically, like, it's a guarantee that I'm
Oh, did you ever beat Sekiro, by the way?
No, I got a little further the other day, but I haven't been picking it up for long periods of time.
Yeah,
Hollow Knight kind of took the stead of the grindy, like, I'm gonna figure it out until I get it kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, like, I get into Hollow Knight, and I'm loving it. And I mean, I already beat it, but like, if there's a boss I want to tackle, it's like, all right, I need to sit down for like 3 hours and really learn him.
Just fixate. Yeah. And I think that's something like doing a Gungeon a day and currently being like medically addicted to Final Fantasy XIV it doesn't leave me enough time to like dig out good levels, good educational levels in Mario Maker, and then expend the time to construct levels. Yeah, Nate's here. He's talking about how he's very close to 100%ing Hollow Knight. He was playing it over here last week or the week before that. Hollow Knight is like Andron's favorite game. Or it's like up there at least.
Is Andron there?
Yeah.
Andron, you were right. It's amazing.
Yeah, I told Andron that like it's just not for me. I have the game, I haven't beaten it. Metroidvanias are not my jam.
He means Steves.
I mean Steves. They're not my Steves. Oh boy, that scared me. So So yeah, I have a lot more curse than I feel super comfortable having, but I'm not going to get rid of it until I find a useful way to get rid of the finish gun. I also might just keep it and hope for a fountain, fairy fountain, because I have a ton of money. It's a bunch of keys, dude. You know I love it when you present a bunch of keys, dude. Man, these secrets are just... Enemies are showing me where the secrets are a lot right now. It's cool. Cool. But yeah, oh, here's another thing I decided. I don't know if I told you about it. Once I hit 100 on this streak, I'm no longer using any weapon that I've complained about being too easy. I'm not going to use the chamber gun in any regard. I'm not going to use Gunther or the finished gun. I'm not going to use... any synergy, like the AK-47 synergy that gives it infinite ammo. What was your favorite boss and why was it Mantis Lord? Says Antron. Seems kind of like a loaded question. I'm beginning to think.
Andron has never been afraid to be a man with opinions.
Excuse me? Is there something wrong with your voice?
Chow there.
Chow there. But yeah, what was your favorite boss? And why?
I don't know anybody's name in that game. I never know anybody's name in the game.
Oh, he didn't read the little name at the bottom of the thing.
But, I felt really proud when I finished the guy in the Hive boss, the B boss.
He says B-Boss.
I felt really proud when I finished that one.
B-Boss and Rocksteady is his answer. And he answers it because of his uncontrollable pride.
Insatiable.
He knows it's a sin, but he loves it anyway. The pride, that is.
The pride, that is.
Speaking of the pride, who's gonna go see Lion King? Hopefully, very few people. I love Jon Favreau. I know he's one of Disney's many golden boys right now. Oh, did you hear Akira? Unsurprisingly, got delayed for the 10 billionth time.
Yeah, I heard. They're not doing it.
It's never gonna come out. Like, stop talking about Akira. So...
Stop telling me cool directors are involved
yeah,
with it.
so... Taito Waikiki? Wakaka!
His name's Teeny Little Titties, I believe.
His name is Tails. Taito is gonna do Thor 4, which no one really knew that Thor 4 was going to exist, so...
More Thor. That's a joke from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Bad joke. B99. Bad joke B99. I like that show a lot.
Bad joke.
I liked Brooklyn Nine-Nine a lot, and I stopped watching it for one of my dumb-headed, shit-brain reasons. Damn, so I had absolutely no reason to buy... Wait a second, did we find... Are there two? Okay. There's 2 secret rooms. We had no reason to get the 2.5 curse from buying wax wings, because on the freaking next floor we got the cat chair. Oh, this guy's jammed as all hell. Holy fuck. So yeah, we're at 7.5 curse for anybody that's keeping Crount at home. Keeping Crount.
How many?
7.5.
That's a lot.
It's almost too much.
Almost, but actually the perfect amount.
But I am going to... Chef kisses random fingers. He kisses every damn finger he can find.
Wow! Give me a hug. Mwah.
Like, Chef, no!
Give them to me right now. You don't have a choice. You need my consent, Chef.
Nah, you don't fucking tell me what I need. I'm the chef. Mwah! That was 100% redlining there. Sorry about that. What's this? A little shop? The littlest pet shop. A rock and roll nightclub. Alright, well. Wow, those secret rooms were less than stellar. Well, one of them was a shop, and that was good because I had a bunch of money, and I was not about to buy the rat key. I've been going to the rat too frequently recently. Yeah, I'm a little but nervous about a jammed Old King. Especially with only one goddamned motherfucking piece of armor at the moment, but what you gonna do with all that junk? Put it in your punk trunk? What? Okay. I thought that guy just, like, ate my bomb. 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8. But yeah, we want as many ammo-lits as we can get with this old TTB situation. Situation. Dodongo, I get it. It's like a Zelda. Like that game Zelda. Ocarina of Zelda. It's Tim. It's just about a guy named Tim who lost his ocarina.
Tim. It is I, Tim. Run for my ocarina.
Oh, I kind of went on a magical quest that took me 7 years in the future. I lost your ocarina. Do you know that Ocarina of Time and the song The Macarena were both popular at the same time? Really makes you think. Really makes you think.
Of course I knew that. I thought about it every day.
I thought, great. I don't need a huge sequel to Breath of the Wild. I need Breath of the Wild with the same world, maybe an underworld or something, and just more. Just give me more. I know you're like dungeon hungry, and maybe this this new world will be a dungeon-filled thing, but I am pretty satisfied with Breath of the Wild, and I would just love another Breath of the Wild. If they released Breath of the Wild and just changed some of the characters' names, I'd be like, this game is the game of the year.
Just reskin it.
Don't even need to reskin it, just change the names. I gave you $1 million idea, Nintendo. Now you give me my $1 million.
I earned it.
So we got Stouty Bees. Stouty Bees synergize with Massy Effect. So I think this is giant fat Mass Effect shots. Mass shotgun shots, I mean. The effect of them. Yeah, so it's supposed to be the same overworld. Some time is supposed to... This is what I was told. Overall E3, I was very happy with Nintendo, and I was very bored with everything else. That's it. That is like the extent of my feelings about this year's E3. And I'm not even being a rabid Nintendo fanboy, because I think last year Nintendo's E3 really kind of disappointed me. Put a sour taste in my mouth. It seemed like a laurel resting year. I'm happy with Nintendo for a number of reasons. One, I'm glad that they're delaying Animal Crossing. I'm not a big Animal Crossing person, but I know it's very valuable for the company. But for one of the big three to be saying like, hey, crunch is like a legitimate problem, let's cut this shit out, is super, super important. Like, to say like, we know we have freaking stock meetings and stuff, and we have people that depend on us to Oh, well, the no Metroid thing. It's another thing where I'm glad Nintendo is not shoving out garbage. If Nintendo says that Metroid was not what they wanted and they need to put more time in it before it comes out, then you would have been more upset with the terrible fucking game that was going to come out. Like, oh, a 2D Metroid. Okay, well, that's different. Oh, right. Why was I scared about this guy? I forgot I had the finish gun. Like, oh, no, he might be jammed. But I still have the fucking finish gun. Yo, what's going on with my bombs? They're taking a long time to... etc., etc. Didn't they come out with a 2D Metroid like 2 years ago? Samus's Return or whatever. I guess that was kind of a remake, but... Oh, I think these bombs are actually sticking to people. That's why they're taking longer. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Gives them the time to move around and get more people in the range. So that's a very... Oops, that's not a Punch-Out one. It's an Old King Flawless. And the Old King gave us his own little hat. Usurper. Alright, let's see what Usurper does. So we got full-size bullets from the Cat Bullet King throne. And then we got more bullets from the Crown of Bullets. And they're also big because of Stouty Bees, so... Everything's looking pretty good. Coming up, roses. It's coming up all on top of roses.
Everybody's eating a whole sack full of roses.
A whole sack. Gross, Nate. This is gonna be a pretty boring Gungeon run because I'm using Blasphemy, I'm using the finished gun, and I pretty much don't need to use literally anything else at this point. They're remaking all the Metroid games with the one change of making Other M. No, I can't. Other M was like probably the most excited I'd seen people for an announcement when it was announced, and then so disappointed when it was actually released. Like, people were crestfallen with that hog shit of a game. I never played it myself, but I'm not a Metroid aficionado. I'm not someone who nuts efficiently when I think about Metroid. Very inefficient nutter when I think of Metroid. I can't believe it's not Nutter.
The Inefficient Nutter, my favorite Charles Dickens story.
I can't believe it's not Nutter. Spray. I think the thing was, it was trying to be a Ninja Theory game because it was a Ninja Theory game, but it was trying to be that and also throw some of the Prime elements in there, and it never really felt like the 2D Metroid that people really wanted. So it was failing at doing a bunch of things. And it made Samus into a whiny little baby, which it also... Oh my god, that scared me so fucking much. I hate Mimic Gun. It fucking terrifies me. I don't know where the other secret room is, though. It's probably right here, actually. Yep, found it. Nailed it first try.
First try.
But yeah, the gun mimic is mad scary. Oh, it's right here. Haha. I already knew where it was. I already knew where it was. But I didn't remember. Cause I don't pay attention to the past at all. Yeah, she's like a little crybaby that's like, I forgot all of my moves. Wah, wah. They like forcibly strip her of all of her abilities at the beginning of that game, right?
You had me in forcibly stripped, because I'm a real freak.
I'm a wannabe rapist.
Somebody please arrest me.
I shouldn't say that. That, like, even as part of a joke, I should not say that because there's gonna be a fucking quote that pops up where Rufus McCain has said, I'm a wannabe rapist. At this point, I gotta double down and just accept it.
They got two different sound clips to work with now.
Yeah. But there's also, for anybody that's watching, there's me saying I shouldn't say this. Which is it's convincing.
But editing though.
It'll convince the court. He said he shouldn't say this, just that he really wants to be.
Boy, I wish.
Oh yeah, she decides not to use her abilities. So she doesn't even unlearn him, which is a pretty standard sequel thing. Someone strips you of your...
What happens at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3?
They strip you of all your knowledge of your past abilities, because it's like, why doesn't this character just start off and...
We spent the whole last game getting all powerful.
Scon now. Absconded with it, they did.
I'm excited for Silk Song.
Uh...
The sequel to Hollow Knight.
Oh yeah, where you play as the Needle Lady. Hey, we got a fucking thing. I never wait for a fucking thing, but we got a fucking thing, a fountain.
You got a thing?
Yeah, I actually got a fountain in this game when I really wanted a fountain.
You actually needed one.
Yeah. So
there's all curse or just
all
some?
curse.
Wow.
I could keep the 5 curse from the gun by dropping the gun and then picking it up.
Yeah, but don't be a stupid idiot.
Well, the only thing is I don't want to have over 7 curse. I don't mind having a little bit of curse. I actually prefer having a little bit of curse. Going back to solid 0 is not exactly what I want to do, but I don't want to keep... I'd rather go down to lower than 5. So I'm going to wait and see if there's a curse chest or a curse pot thing on this floor and decide from there. I will reset my curse before the boss, though. It's also going to cost me a good amount of money to reset my curse, since I have 7.5. The ending of Metroid 2 and Super Metroid take place like 10 minutes apart, and Samus lost her shit in that time. Yeah, well, someone comes and like strips her of her powers in every one of those games, right? That's like the thing that people get kind of tired of. I think the same thing happened with Metroid Prime 2. You just, for some reason, can't use all... Oh, Lord, okay. Use all these amazing abilities that you had at the end of Metroid Prime 1. Or no, it's Metroid Prime 3 that does that. Metroid Prime 2... yeah. I get that they do that, and you need to intelligently make her lose her abilities if you're going to do that. No, I think actually Metroid Prime 3 is the one where you keep all your abilities from the end of the first one, and it's like really impressive that they do that. I can't remember. I played that series a long time ago. I really think a Switch Metroid Prime trilogy with motion controls optional is a thing that should happen. I would love to be able to play the trilogy again with pointing, because I like that. I like the mouse approach to first-person shooters, and it worked extremely well in Metroid Prime 3. Oh yeah, I knew that. I knew that it was I mean, that was part of the reason they shut down the fan game, right? Because they wanted to release their own. Metroid Prime, or Metroid, I gotta stop saying Metroid pretty soon because it's like, it's turning into a non-word sound in my mind. Oh, we need a key. We need a bunch of keys. I'm really tired of these fucking guys. Wait a second. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to Gun Force. We're gonna spend 70 cents here, 35. Oh, that's actually pretty cheap. Go back to Zero Curse, which I don't love doing. Take out Miney F herself. Is the Mind Player male? Probably. Wearing those sexy robes, so it's hard for me to tell. It might be sexy dude robes, though. I'm really sorry I said that.
I mean, not sorry enough to not caught it and then said it.
Well, you know, came into my head. I say what comes in my head, right?
I gotta.
Have you ever streamed?
Have you ever met me? I'm just giving you the business, my friend.
The business. It's hard to just not say anything that pops into your head when streaming because dead air is a sin. Sentence, excuse me. So I wish I hadn't gun. I wish I hadn't gun forced there.
Yeah, more like gun farce, am I right?
More like butt hole.
You got me.
I understand what we were doing there. I knew what we were doing, and I'm glad I did it. Am I gonna go to Link, or am I gonna open a green chest that I know is a gun? I'm gonna go to Link. What happened? Did your Mars farm explode?
Oh, one of my metal deposits ran out of metal, so I have to, you know, nothing come out of that zone anymore.
We got the motherfucking bullet idol from Lonk there, and I wish I had never been born. The bullet idol is a piece of trash. It's garbage, and I hate it, and I wish it was stripped from the game, kind of like all of Samus's powers. Hey, this turned out to be a mimic, and I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, really? I thought I remember them shutting it down recently beforehand. Or pretty soon before the release of it. People were talking about ASMR, AMSR. Excuse me. Around the time of Metroid 2 3DS or whatever the fuck it's called. For some reason. Okay, I thought that'd be a little stronger. Ay, ay, ay. My own bullets scared me. Ah, damn it. Well, it's kind of good. We're getting rid of all this armor. We finally might be, like, forced to stop using stupid old blasphemy. By the way, I'm using the crossbow because the crossbow with stout bullets is fucking incredible. It's not going to one-shot enemies this deep in, but it's going to, oh, it'll one-shot bullet can. But, if I follow it, it'll finish off a lot of enemies pretty easily. Wow. I just remember there being, like, an article on Kotaku about them shutting down fan games right around the time. They also... Nintendo's pretty notorious for, shutting down games around the release of, shutting down IP infringements around the release of games. They did it with a Pokemon fan game, Pokemon Uranium, I think, right around the release of, or the announcement of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They don't like to give people other similar games to play. when they're trying to make some dollars, which, from a company point of view, it's pretty hard to argue. But, it feels shitty. Yeah, I mean, they have every right to, obviously, or else they wouldn't do it so successfully so many times. But, there's no secret room on this floor? Dang, that sucks. So we can actually purchase from Cursula, now that we've hit the fairy shrine on the last floor. Yeah, the thing is, they tend to not shut down games just like the day that the fan game is produced or whatever. They tend to wait until it either gets popular enough, which is why Kotaku making fucking articles about every fucking fan game that they play and enjoy is stupid. Kotaku is still like the second biggest games journalism website. And they bring the death of a bunch of fan games by having articles about them. I'm surprised that Project M hasn't been shut down. I'm really surprised it didn't get shut down right at the announcement of Smash Ultimate. Yeah, I mean, I don't follow anything Metroid, and I knew about... Yo, where's my key guy? Oh, there it is, okay. Or my, extra floor guy. The only time I'm ever gonna go to the extra floor is if I'm doing a rainbow run for some reason.
What, R&D? NG, I mean?
Yeah. Because the like 1.5 items you get is not worth doing a very the same thing floor every time for me. But if you're doing a rainbow run, it gives you another chest. So I love that they put chests on all of the floors in the rainbow runs. Like, I think it's super smart and cool and pretty that they did that. She's like super smart and cool and pretty. Oh, by the way, what'd you think of Spider-Man?
Far From Home?
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I do too. People are really making fun of. I'm not gonna give away any spoilers, but the hero's journey or the villain's journey, I guess, in the Spider-Man.
Oh, I liked it.
I liked it too. I think a similar thing motivates a lot of Tony Stark's villains. And Tony Stark's a big part of this movie, even though he's a dead-ass corpse before it starts. Just a fucking laying around corpse, lazy bones, man. Andron's like, don't spoil a movie I'll never watch, no! Yeah, Tony Stark is pissing people off left and right, and that tends to happen when you're extremely famous and extremely successful. Your success kind of shits in the face of Elon Musk's. It's what I was talking about earlier. People are really resentful towards Elon Musk because he kind of claims credit of the creation of Tesla when he wasn't even there when the company formed. He just bought into it super early and became majority shareholder. And then he kind of promoted the hell out of it and really has a penchant for the marketing aspect of projects like this. you're gonna upset people whenever you do something big. No, don't be depressed. I'm sorry, Andron. I didn't mean to depress you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was about to say that, and I was like, why? Why am I about to say this? So I didn't say it. Then Nate had to come over here and flap those lips. I told... Okay, never mind. That's a little bit too private of a story. Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell it anyway. Now that I've started it, I feel like I have to. I told Jackie earlier to stop flapping her lips, and I was talking about secret lips. And I said it actually would probably be more upsetting if I told... probably be more offensive if I told a woman to stop flapping her lips, and I actually meant stop talking. Like... but I didn't mean... Shut your fucking mouth! I wouldn't do that. I love when women talk. It's my favorite.
Most convincing man in the world.
Please talk a little bit more.
Ooh, I love it, the way you talk about...
Bullshit!
I care about the things you talk about.
No, I love my wife, and she doesn't talk about stuff I don't care about too much. Usually if she does, I'll come on here and tell everybody about how fucked up it was that she kept bothering me.
They sometimes have quotes from people like relevant to the technologies in the technology tree.
Mm-hmm.
This one is like a magical terraforming breakthrough kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the quote doesn't. It could apply to anything. It says, "Quote: Is such a thing even possible? Yes, it is."
Who said that? What wordsmith?
Giorgio A. Tsoukalos.
What wordsmith came up with that?
Remember when the great man said, "Can I do it?" Yep.
Yes, you can. I do remember that. I was there. I was there for his speech when he said those prophetic words.
I remember that day.
Yeah, Elon Musk this is something I said earlier, and I'm going to repeat, and I'll repeat every single day forever. He's part of a lot of very future-thinking, very, very important groups, and I wish him all the success in those groups because I think they're super valuable for the long-term sustainability of the human race. I think if we keep doing things as is, it's gonna fall off at a certain point. We're not gonna be able to keep making the new. But he needs to just start giving freaking artists credit. He needs to start giving credit to people that discover stuff. And luckily with the Neuralink announcement, they did say they linked all of the technologies that they adopted from other places and how long they've been around. Because people have been working on working on bits and pieces of things similar to Neuralink since 2003. This was mostly just a bringing together of many projects and then putting a billionaire in charge of the funding, which is how you get things to happen in this world. And he really needs to like be on that all the time, always giving credit. Stop calling people ladyboys. Stop doing... I mean, fine, if you want to do memes, that's fine, but just, like, stop joking about, like, people not deserving anything because they made artwork that you're using on your stupid fucking Twitter posts. Just say their name and then be done with it. That's all you gotta do. It takes a goddamn second. Whoops! Wow, that was the worst. So, there's a little problem with the cat chair where if you dive bomb into a fucking treasure chest room, you might roll into it, explode it, and then take damage because you rolled into a room that you didn't even need to roll into. I think that Elon Musk should just have the Wendy's people do his fucking Twitter account. and just not go on there himself. I can tell you, if I was successful in any way that required me having a Twitter account, I would fucking pay the nerdiest, softest, most risk-averse person in the world to manage that fucking account. Like, I would get someone who would be nervous to upset their mother to run the account, so that I didn't sink my entire Fortune 500 company because I like making bad jokes online. What's up, baby?
Talking about me? I assume?
We were talking about your lips a little bit ago.
Lips?
Yeah.
Oh, so flap them?
Yeah, exactly that. When I told you to stop flapping your lips. And how it would be weirder and more upsetting if I was actually talking. No.
No.
Like British bacon cheddar bread with cats.
Cool. You like nailed it.
No, I think people are actually doing this.
Oh, good.
It's still like really fun.
It had some good moments. The first episode I
You said
watched.
it's a Netflix show?
Ooh.
Hulu.
Hulu.
Making it.
Yipes. Yipes! Go away, guys. I'm trying to read Andron's post.
So read it already then. Why don't you go ahead and read it then? Big old reader.
Oh, I'm making for Scott. That's what I was talking about.
Okay. If I ever somehow get big enough to have people have a Twitter people care about, literally only thing I'm talking about is how stupid people are and seeing how people react to me calling people stupid. Well, that's a dumb waste of your time and your company's money. And like, it's the reason that shareholders are trying to buy Elon Musk off of the board of Tesla, because he doesn't know how to shut up. Like, and he's always flapping his labia around.
No.
I was listening to the podcast over here, and they were talking about the 20s flappers, and this lady's meeting on stage. He's like, I got a couple of flappers, if you know what I mean.
What else is that?
Is she talking about her labia?
He's talking about her tits.
Oh, sounds like she's talking about her labia lips.
That's just because that's what you have on your mind right now.
I never think about labia. How dare you? I said labia.
Oh, so you know how that chef got fired at my work for sex harassment?
Nope.
Well,
How?
apparently the sex harassment was that he was hooking up with our manager's daughter and bit her labia.
Alf? Jackie, get out of here. That's too gross. I'm streaming right now. Don't talk about labia cannibalism.
So you can talk about flapping lips, I can talk about...
I'm not talking about labia cannibalism. Labia cannibalism. Labia cannibalism.
Say it more.
That was the point of the joke, everybody.
By the way, I was so happy that Ashley liked Olive Garden. Like, everything she got, she was so stoked about.
Well,
She
that's-
ordered an extra serving of soup.
She
And
enjoyed Olive Garden's food, is what you're talking about. I just wanted to make sure I understood that crazy thing you were
Oh
saying.
yeah, and we work at like the best Italian restaurant I've ever been to.
Yes. Olive Garden is
Delicious.
straight out of the dumpster garbage trash.
It's Jackie's like favorite restaurant.
It.
We go in there and she's like, Jackie Lou, will you sit on the same side of the table as me? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. Just go all down in the dumps. So we're sitting on the same side of the table together, and she's like, let's tuck our napkins into our shirts. So we had that going on too.
They're really having the time of their life at Olive Garden. Two people who work at a place where a $400 or $500 night is not
Robert De Niro
that
face.
strange.
Danny DeVito.
They went to Olive Garden and
Yeah,
had
Al Pacino in there too, though.
the time of their lives.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, saw.
Well, I mean,
Right, fine.
Andron, there are companies that are doing that, but they're
That
doing
sounds
that actually
weird.
tactically. That's what Wendy's ad campaign is like.
He was a ghost the whole time.
Anyway, yeah, that's what the Wendy's Twitter page is all about. Like, they will directly harass people online for saying stupid shit, and they know how to do it without being actually horrible. Like, there's a huge difference between the Wendy's Twitter thing and Donald Trump or Elon Musk on Twitter. Like, it's so fundamentally different that it's not even like, it feels like it's a different language that's being spoken. Like, no one's saying like Elon Musk on Twitter is hilarious. It's just god awful. Like, it's bad for the company because it doesn't. It's him being it's him expressing his most.
What it doesn't do is instill faith in the company,
Right.
which in the shareholders' eyes is obviously a negative thing.
It's not just about instilling faith in the company. It's like he's not saying anything for anyone. He's like stroking his own ego, and that's very different than, like, you know, attacking back against trolls on Twitter. Like, there's ways to have like a Twitter attitude that are actually interesting and useful for a company, and then there's Elon Musk's calling, you know, heroes pedophiles, basically, when they did no pedophilia, like, because he's upset that they didn't use his, like, sub that he was inventing. Because a child got saved, but not from his hand. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's really just, I think it'd be in everyone's best interest. Like, there are ad companies and people out there who can really be funny and mean at the same time on Twitter. They can weaponize memes and stuff, but, like, not Elon Musk. Also, the President of the United States should not have a Twitter page that's not just active policy. It should not be his personal Twitter. That seems like fucking fundamentally problematic.
I think they're probably gonna make some kind of rule, or like at least like.
Oh no, the shit about him on Twitter is real. It's not just him doing memes. Like, that's what I'm saying. If he was just doing memes, who cares? He's trying to sell himself a part of the younger generation or whatever. But when that kid was trapped in the cave underwater in Thailand and he got butthurt that they didn't use his subs, he called the diver that went and actually saved him. He said, "What is this guy doing in Thailand? He only has to be there to have sex with underage ladyboys," or something along those lines.
It definitely feels like, you know, he was drinking.
It doesn't matter. You don't get to turn off your presence if you're going to be on Twitter at all. You don't. There's not a sobriety level before you. Whoops.
Or I didn't say it mattered.
Oh, okay.
I just meant how that was making it, I guess.
Yeah.
Sounded like
He basically his
a
feeling.
moment of frustration and like lashing out.
Right. Basically, his feelings got hurt that he devoted this time and resources into developing this system, and then someone else beat him to the glory, and it's super fucked up. Like, the main point of the whole thing was to save these kids, and it became Elon using technology and his vast resources to save the kid in his mind. Like, so yeah, like SSD Ninja, who's here sometimes, talked about how that was the moment that he was completely turned off by wanting a Tesla, wanting anything to do with Elon Musk. I still want a Tesla very, very badly, because a Tesla is not an Elon Musk. Like, it's a standalone thing, and it's the most forward-thinking electric vehicle on the planet. I watched a fucking clip. I'm gonna pull it up after this thing, of a guy on Reddit telling his Tesla to parallel park and it doing that. And just the technology that's on display, I almost said display, And then I did say display to explain that I almost said it. But, it's fucking mind-blowing. Like, it is so goddamn impressive to see. I don't know which bullets are mine and which bullets are him's, so I'm gonna assume they're all him's.
For him.
Oh boy, I almost got hit there because I thought I was gonna kill him faster. Doot 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 doot. Doot 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 doot. Whoa! Water bottle. Sorry, that was probably really loud. I almost dropped my water bottle onto a bunch of plugs. So, legitimate concern in my voice there. Also, Andron, I know you meant to say "what the fuck," but it really looked like you just propositioned me there.
Wanna fuck?
He basically typed "what to fuck."
What?
He's looking around the room.
Got old bagel.
Old bagel. Number one, old.
Trusty old bagel.
You don't want to use the new bagels.
Always gets me there. Always gets me where I need to be. Soft bagel.
Baby, open your soft bagel lips and show me the stuff. Baby, open your soft bagel lips and give me the good stuff. You're my old bagel mouth, baby, and I love you. Ooh. Alright. I didn't quite make it. Didn't need to. Didn't even need to. Ooh, oobity ooh, ooh, oopoo, oopie, eepie, ooh. What? I like streaming. It gives me weird energy. It's hot in here.
Whoa, caprese sandwiches.
They're not caprices.
Bruschettes.
They're briskets. I'm gonna eat this on screen.
I gotta make you
Oh,
understand.
I get your own plate.
No! Alright, we're gonna finish this with a nice bruschetta munch. It tastes just like bread, a tomato, a mozzarella, a basil. That's all bruschetta is. It's the same thing as caprese, but it doesn't have black vinegar. And it's usually open faced instead of closed faced. Yum. Good night, Android. Thanks for popping by. I was wondering how you been. The Mario Maker being out and all. It was really good to hear from you, man. We got ourselves a FOC LGLF. We didn't go to the wrap, but that is still a good one. Dude, that's 2 FOC LGLFs in a row. That's and 3 LGLFs in a row. I'm on a pretty good streak here for survivees, for flawlesses. I think the worst. Oh, it's probably because I got the finish gun in like the last 3 runs I did. That's good stuff though. Oh wait, let's go 88.